Though government handover process, APC kicks over fresh recruitment ahead of November handover. Can you imagine? So after the Edo State governorship election, in which the APC candidate emerged the winner, right now both the incoming and outgoing government of PDP and APC have all set up a handover committee, or rather transition committee, that is working towards the handover that will take place in November. So now APC has cried out now that PDP is doing fresh recruitment into the ministry, into the state civil service. Now, wow. So who is going to pay? How are they going to pay? Are you sure this government is not, trying to create more problem for Pueblo while living? I know that APC has also cried out that there's a very serious last-minute embezzlement and looting taking place in Obaseki's government at Edo State Government House, saying that they are awarding contracts and borrowing money from banks at the dying minute that they have to hand over. And even the transition committee has been put on hold right now because they say some critical documents are missing, and they have asked them to go get the documents for them to continue the transition process. As if that is not enough, APC has kicked down and cried out that there is a serious issue because there's fresh recruitment ahead of the handover. Now, for these people, I'm telling you, there wahala everywhere. Why is Obaseki employing now that he has just barely 1 month to leave office? That is a big question. He who is going to pay those workers? What is he trying to do? So the Transition Committee of All Progressive Congress APC in Edo State has bemoaned alleged recruitment of 4,000 teachers by the outgoing administration of Governor Godwin Obaseki. So the committee described the development as an attempt to overload the system and lay booby traps for the incoming administration of Senator Monday Okpebholo, who will take over the helm of affairs on November 12th. Can you imagine? So this was contained in a statement issued on Sunday in Benin City by a member of the Transition Committee, Prince Kashim Afegbua. So Afegbua charged individuals recruited as teachers to disregard the exercise and see it as another political ploy by Governor Obaseki using a Edo-based educational template to allegedly defraud the citizens, the World Bank, and other donor agencies. He added, recall how his predecessor, Comrade Adams Oshomole, had recruited 2,500 teachers at the twilight of his administration, which he, Obaseki, flagrantly discontinued on assumption of office in 2016 out of hatred for those who helped him to power. Can you imagine? Okay, so when Oshomole was leaving, he recruited 2,500 teachers, and when Obaseki entered, he flushed all of them because that was not their plan. So the same way, if Obaseki employed 4,000 teachers now, Okpebholo will definitely flush them. The warning has been sent now. So the incoming administration of Senator Monday Okpebholo will follow due process in the recruitment of teachers, which he consistently promised throughout his campaign period. Was Okpebholo actually speaking, or Oshomole speaking for him? So Senator Okpebholo will not recruit teachers with a partisan mind, but with a determination to make Edo State better for our children. So playing politics with the recruitment of teachers will be the biggest divide or disservice any governor will leave behind as a legacy. So the Edo State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Mr. Chris Nehihari, has said the APC committee was overwhelmed with the Governor Obaseki's administration's documents detailing its all raw development in the last 8 years. They must politicize their own part of it. So that is the issue in Edo State now. The question is, if Obaseki is leaving office in 1 month and you are recruiting 4,000 teachers, what money are you going to use to pay? Why didn't you recruit these people like a year ago or 2 years ago? Why doing them when you have just 1 month to leave office and you're already in the handover process? These people, they know how they bite and eat each other. Okay? And now, the Kashim Afegbua, who is now a member of the APC Transition Committee, is saying that when Oshomole was leaving office, he recruited 2,500 teachers. And then that was in 2016. And when Obaseki took over, Obaseki did not honor that recruitment. He flushed the 2,500, okay, and then continued his own thing and his own process. So the same way, if he goes ahead to recruit 4,000 teachers now that he's leaving office, when Okpebolo comes in, Okpebolo is going to flush them. I'm going to start all over. So Okpebolo will start his own process all over. Okpebolo is not going to employ people on partisanship, but on a basis that will benefit the school children in Edo State and the people of Edo State. So now there's a serious matter between these two groups. Chris Nakihare, the secretary to the government of the federation, or is he commissioner for communication or so, is also saying that look, the government is doing well, that the APC Transition Committee is just overwhelmed by the load of documents that Obaseki government submitted, and they don't know where to start from because Obaseki's legacy and development is all round every aspect of governance. These people, the more you look, the less you see, I'm telling you. So I would say this is fire brigade approach. Why now you want to compensate those who have worked for you? I know this will not hold water. Of course, Obaseki is doing it at a very late hour, and it definitely will not hold water. What Obaseki is doing will not hold water. So we say, why now? Where was he for the past 8 years? Exactly. You've been in government for 8 years. You never employed this number of teachers. Why doing it now that you have 1 month to leave office? Who are you compensating? What are you doing? We know that Obaseki has been actually been very good in paying minimum wage. That is, we cannot take that away from him. But this last minute recruitment is serious. And trust APC, they will flush them if they come in. Again, APC government, what will they do? Buhari was there for 8 years, nothing to show for it. So why do we think that even APC will come for the next 8 years and something will happen in Edo State? Especially looking at the caliber of person that have been rigged into power in Edo State. Both of them rigged, but look at APC rigging was stronger. God will help Edo State in this era. I'm telling you. So this is not going to be a joke. Now there's rivalry. There is, crisis. I won't call it crisis anyway. It's just confusion setting in this handover. And the confusion created either by propaganda of the APC or by the mischievous act of PDP as they are rounding up and to leave office. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment as these people, the more you look, the less you see about them.